Zionism, a movement, a controversy. Zionism, a nationalist movement that emerged in the 19th century to enable the establishment of a homeland for the Jewish people in Palestine, the movement that seeks to bring Jews from all across the world back to the State of Israel. The movement gained momentum in response to rising anti-Semitism in Europe and sought to create a safe haven for Jewish people. Jewish religious belief holds that the land of Israel is a God-given inheritance of the children of Israel based on the Torah, particularly the books of Genesis and Exodus, as well as on the later prophets. According to the book of Genesis, Canaan was first promised to Abraham's descendants. The text is explicit that this is a covenant between God and Abraham for his descendants. In 1780, Roman Emperor Titus came to Palestine and removed all the Jews from there and destroyed the temple built by King Solomon. Since then, most of the Jews have been living in diaspora across the world, including India as well. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, a large number of Jews immigrated to first Ottoman and later Mandatory Palestine, and at the same time, diplomatic attempts were made to gain worldwide recognition and support. Since the establishment of the State of Israel in 1948, Zionism has continued primarily to advocate on behalf of Israel and to address threats to its continued existence and security. The first Zionist Congress was organized in 1897 in Basel, Switzerland. Theodor Herzl has invited all the influential Jewish people from Europe and America to join and talk about the possibilities of the formation of the State of Israel for the Jewish people, all the possibilities for the formation of a new state for the Jews were discussed at the first Zionist Congress. There has been an opposition to Zionism right from the very beginning. During the time of Jewish Enlightenment, the Jews were asked to integrate into European societies, but the Zionists said that no matter what they did, Europeans would not accept them. Later in the years, there was a section of Jews who called themselves Neturei Karta. They are the religious Jews, and they do not accept Zionism as an ideology. They say that for the creation of the State of Israel, the Messiah has to come back, and hence any entity that has come before the arrival of the Messiah is a known Jewish entity. Over the years, several forms of Zionism have evolved. We began with political Zionism with Theodor Herzl, which later moved to revisionist Zionism. Then there is cultural Zionism. Then there is labor Zionism. Generally, people tend to understand Zionism as a monolith, but a deeper study tells us that over the years, Zionism has evolved, and several ideologies related to it have come up, and they are not opposing ideologies. By the early 20th century, the Zionist movement had grown significantly, laying the groundwork for the establishment of a Jewish state. The Balfour Declaration of 1917, issued by the British government, expressed support for the establishment of a national home for the Jewish people in Palestine. The horrors of the Holocaust further underscored the urgent need for a Jewish homeland, prompting increased international sympathy for the Zionist cause. Following the end of the war, many stateless refugees, mainly Holocaust survivors, began migrating to Palestine in small boats in defiance of British rules. In 1947, the United Nations voted to partition Palestine into separate Jewish and Arab states, leading to the establishment of the State of Israel in 1948. Israel's creation fulfilled the long-held aspirations of the Zionist movement, providing a homeland for Jews worldwide. However, the establishment of Israel led to a complex and ongoing conflict with the Palestinian Arab population, sparking decades of tension, wars, and disputes over land and rights. Critics of Zionism argue that the movement led to the displacement of hundreds of thousands of Palestinians, resulting in ongoing humanitarian crisis and unresolved issues. The expansion of Israeli settlements in the occupied territories continues to be a major point of contention, complicating efforts for peace and a two-state solution. As the legacy of Zionism continues to shape the Middle East, understanding its complexities is crucial to finding a path toward peace and coexistence.